I am a 1 in 10, a number on a list. I am a 1 in 10, even though I don't exist. Nobody knows me, but I'm always there. Statistical reminder of a world that doesn't care. Arms unfold the dough, malnutrition dulls my hair. My eyes are black and lifeless with an unprivileged stare. I'm the beggar on the corner, will no one spare a dime? I'm the child that never learned to read, cause no one spared the time. I am a 1 in 10, a number on a list. I am a 1 in 10, even though I don't exist. Nobody knows me, but I'm always there. Statistical reminder of a world that doesn't care. Murderer, the victim, I'm a license to a gun. I'm a sad, bruised old lady in an alley or in a slum. I'm a middle-aged businessman with chronic heart disease. I'm another teenage suicide in a street that has no trees. I am a 1 in 10, a number on a list. I am a 1 in 10, even though I don't exist. Nobody knows me, but I'm always there. Statistical reminder of a world that doesn't care. Starving third world mother, refugee without a home. I'm a housewife hooked on Valium, a pensioner alone. I'm a cancer-ridden specter, discovering the earth. I'm another hungry baby, I'm an accident at birth. I am a 1 in 10, a number on a list. I am a 1 in 10, even though I don't exist. Nobody knows me, but I'm always there. Statistical reminder of a world that doesn't care. I am a 1 in 10, a number on a list. I am a 1 in 10, even though I don't exist. Nobody knows me, but I'm always there. Statistical reminder of a world that doesn't care. I am a 1 in 10, a number on a list. I am a 1 in 10, even though I don't exist. Nobody knows me, but I'm always there. Statistical reminder of a world that doesn't care.
Good evening and welcome to Raconteurs News After Dark. With me, Jason Holmes. Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me all right, everybody? Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right? I hope so. Anyway, good evening to you. I hope you're all feeling well. It's festive time, and I've had one or two small light ales, shall we say, earlier on. I just wanted to loosen myself up and had a joint beforehand as well, because I very rarely get a chance when I'm on my own to have a joint, because there's just so much fucking going on, you know what I mean? I'm talking all the time, so I very rarely get to have a tug on one. So I thought I'd have one beforehand. And now the reason I'm on my own tonight, it is just me. I'm on my own tonight. Jimmy's got a bit of flu. He's sort of sent me a message on Telegram saying he's got a temperature. He's about 103, and he's what he's doing is letting his body temperature fight the infection, and then he's probably going to have to do an emergency cool down at some point. Did you say something, love? Oh, my wife coughing next door. I thought she was saying so. I thought she was laughing. But anyway, Jimmy's he's not very well tonight. So if you're listening, Jimmy, I'm sure you are. I wish you a speedy recovery. It's not the same without you. You become part of furniture. And I was looking back on some things today, and I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna, over the festive period, I'm gonna restream some of the old videos. I was listening to one earlier, and I was having an argument with this fucking fella, and what a fucking idiot he was. I think he's dead now, to be fair, poor lad, but it was about 6 years ago. And I'm having an argument. This bloke's called John Irwin, and he's telling me it's impossible that aluminium can go through steel, and I'm telling him it's not. It all depends on velocity and all that sort of thing. And we're having a right round, and he's just fucking talking over me, irritated me to death. I was actually listening to it while I was up here writing a few of these questions that I've got ready for tonight. I was hoping, and so I was listening to it, and then my missus came upstairs, and I was a bit snappy with her, and it was because it put me in a bad mood, because I was listening to myself arguing with this other fucking dude. What a pillock, man. I think he's dead now anyway, so at least he can't fucking bother anybody else fucking anymore for for a good while anyway. Not anywhere down here, not anyone that we know, not anybody we're gonna run into or out. So yeah. Anyway, John Irwin, his name is. I think we're. Hang on, see. I think I've still got it up on screen. Yeah. In fact, I have. Let me just see if I can. I'll share this, and I'll just play it a bit. It will just. Oh, fuck off. Oh, sorry, not you. Share screen. There we go. There we go. There he is. It's record. It's like that. That's what it used to be when we were started, when we were on Spreaker. And what they did is they started to then upload whatever you did to YouTube. And this is what who we were talking to.
Formula, just turn that around. Do you not understand that yet?
Okay. So, John,
the idea is that I need attention. How I get that attention is irrelevant. It's what I say afterwards that calms them down, that makes them start seeing in the right direction.
Can't you hear what a fucking idiot this bloke is? He's just had a go at me. I'll take it back a bit. If you go to about 2 hours, that's when I start questioning him. But I just kept getting fucking talked over, and it was winding me right up earlier on.
You just asked me, can I help? Well, I'll just give you an example how I can help. But like I said, you're always going to get somebody who wants to try, because they don't understand, and they'll never understand because the reason is they don't know what their capabilities are. That's why they don't understand.
You don't understand. It's one of them where you can't possibly understand him. I tell you what, I pulled him up on saying people were what he was doing. He said that people were just too fucking thick. Let me just see if I could just get a bit of that. It was just after 2 hours, and it was saying that the people were thick and out.
It's fashion. Your program. They're going around here, we saw them, I read a book with a bloody tattoos all over the bloody place. Can you imagine when we get a bit older and the skin starts there? Well, what a horrible bloody mess you're going to find yourselves in. I mean, why the hell anybody wants to put a tattoo on the back that they can't see? Stupid things that people do.
Oh, fucking hell, I just can't even listen to him anymore. Sorry about that. I'm sorry for fucking bringing him into your life. But yeah, you've got to have a look. Get some of them old ones. I was listening to them earlier on, and I heard the first time I were on it was called Enemy. This show, as it is now, it's been handed on. So nobody that was at the original people are still here anymore. This is me now, and it has been for the last 4 or 5 years. 4 years. It was called Enemy Within, and I was a guest on there, and it's on this YouTube channel. So if you go back to Enemy Within, I'm a guest on Enemy Within, which was this show, and you can find it. It's I had to listen to it, but I've had a quick look at it, and I've had a little bit of a listen, but not to it all. But I think I will do pretty soon. But yeah, there's quite a few people, and it said I've been on before as well. So I don't know, but these are probably all still on Raconteurs News YouTube channel, so you can find them and go back. I was just having to listen to them today, but that particular one fucking really did me head in, that fucking toss bag. So anyway, anyway, listen, hello to everyone in chat room. Spanish Chicken, JJ, Stewie as well, 11258, Elf Freedom, Robert, good evening, mate. Good show the other night. I watched some of it. I didn't see it all, but yeah, it was a good show the other night. I enjoyed it. And if you've not already subscribed to Elf Freedom UK, then you need to subscribe to them, because they are it's Robert, it's Dr. Robert, our very own. But yeah, we're encouraging him. Well, we're not encouraging him. He's doing it himself. But yeah, it's fine by us. He's getting his own channel up and running, but he's still using software, so he's still part of the team. And you need to do that. Elf Freedom UK, you need to subscribe to that channel. A good show again on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Me and my missus were watching. We watched bits of it, but we were watching bits of it, and it were okay. So it were good. Anyway, the bits that we saw, apart from the fucking piano playing, Jesus Christ, I just don't get pianos. That's just me. Sorry. I'm sure you're very talented, Robert. But yeah, subscribe to All Freedom UK. As sponsored by Raconteurs News. That's what we'll say. We're sponsored by Raconteurs News. Elf Freedom UK. That's Robert. Good evening, Spanish Chicken. Evening to you. Spanish Chicken's a bit of a Jack the Lad. Do you know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about doing one of them "we didn't start the fire" sort of things. We're using everybody's name at chat room and stick them together. Just Spanish Chicken, non-violent bugging out. Spanish Chicken or JJ Stewie, Elf Freedom UK. La la la. But I could do something. I'll have to find everyone's fucking name. New being, la la, blah blah blah, polka, blah blah, see the bear, Webby, the Webster report. Could do something like that, kind of. Yeah, good evening to you, JJ, everybody. Let me see who have I missed. James Owens, good evening to you. Kendo's in there as well. Tony, non-violent extremist. Stewie. R.I.P. John. Who's John? I don't know who John is. Yeah, well, soon, Jimmy. Kitty as well. Good evening to you, Kendo. Usual suspects in on this evening. And it's like, day before Christmas Eve. So I've got a Christmas quiz. I've done a Christmas quiz. And I'm going to start it at half an hour in. So I'm going to start it at 10 o'clock. So if you know anybody, I've sat here and I've done, I've written out 30 questions. And what I'm going to do is, because, when you're thinking about questions for different conspiracy things, and I'm crap. I'm not a question writer. I'm not very intellectual, and it's just all fucking really just what came off my head. So when you do them I've done 30. I've done more than 30. But I've got these questions, so I'm not going to do them in order. But what I'm going to do is I haven't got them numbered, so I'm going to write down the number. I'm going to write down the order that I put them in. So the number. So then we can do the questions. I'll do the questions, and then bearing on seeing how much time it takes and what have you, I'll then do the answers. So the amount of questions is going to be based upon how long it takes me to ask the questions and how long it's going to take me to do the answers and all that sort of shit. But I've got 30 anyway, and I've got some faces for you as well to name. So look, it'll work. I'm going to say, okay, it's going to start at 10 o'clock. Is it 10? Yeah, 10 o'clock. It's going to start at 10 o'clock. So spread it about. You want a pen and a piece of paper, or if you like, you remember Lindsay Williams when he used to go on fucking Alex Jones and he used to go, hey, everybody, you need to believe everything Alex Jones is telling you. Go get yourself a pencil and a piece of paper, because I'm going to be telling you some really important information about things, and you need to write it. Yeah, so that's what you need to do. You need to get a pen and piece of paper, and it's just for fun. Don't Google it. I mean, Google it if you want. Fucking hell, it don't matter. Nobody's going to win out. Nobody's going to do out. It's just for a bit of fun, just to fill in some time. I've took the time today. I've spent a good few hours, like trying to think up different. It's fucking difficult because then you get, you think of a couple of 9/11, then you think a couple of 7/7 questions, and then you think of some like the people that are knocking about questions. Then you think of bonus bits that you can add on to that question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick them out randomly, but then I'm going to write them down so I know that the order that I've done them in, so that when I read the answers, it will be okay for you. So look, you don't need to worry about this really. It's all in my head. It's a system that I've got. I'm probably the only person that can understand it. But yeah, okay. So yeah, I've got these. I've got these down. I think they're pretty okay. Some are pretty easy. Some are quite difficult. Some are, they're all going to be difficult if you don't know them. But I think some are. You're going to know. Some are quite old, but they're mostly quite old because I didn't really want to touch on new stuff because of the platform that we're using, and I don't want them to take anything. So there's nothing about the recent things. Well, not too recent anyway. Well, not that related. So, but yeah, we've got some 7/7 ones, quite a couple of a few 9/11 ones, some JFK ones, some space moonwalking ones, ones about Alex Jones ones, Jimmy Savile, he appears in there, John Benet Ramsey. So I think I've been quite, I've been quite broad, and there's a different variety of subjects, although there might be some subjects that are more covered than others. But yeah, you have to just live in my head. So get yourself a pen and a piece of paper, or whatever you want to, however you want to do it, or just go along. Let me just have a look. All right, let me just check this out. Cheers for that. Let me see. Audio. There you go. That should be better. Tell me that's better. Please tell me that's better. Can you tell me if that's better? No? Is that nope? No, it's not better. Let me just fucking check it again. Yes. All right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. No, the nope was, did anyone win the death t-shirt? Nobody's won the death t-shirt. Get on our death list if you want to. If you don't want to, yeah. Right. I'm sorry. I've obviously been, because I thought I'd give myself loads of time. I've done all this research. I came up earlier on and I made sure everything was set up right. Apart from the big Rubik's cube. Sorry. I've got nowhere to put it now, so it has to be out of shot. There you go. You can see it's. But I've got everything that I want, So, right, I'm going to tell you now, clearer. I've got 30 questions in my thing, and I've got a few pictures of people that for picture questions. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read them out, and I'm going to read them out in an order. I'm going to say question number 1 is this, but I'm going to pick any question I want out of here. But then I'm going to put next to question 1 on my notebook the corresponding question. It's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to go. So you can't say pass. You just write down. Make it, you know, you can, if you're not getting it, Google it. But just, you know, if you don't get it, Google it. But don't add that as to one of the ones that you knew as on your you know, on your score when everybody reveals their scores at the end of the answers on a postcard. That's anal on cubes, lol. It is. I am a bit anal on cubes. I've got fucking tons of them. They're everywhere, honestly, man. They're just fucking everywhere. The 2x2 here. My fucking my favourite 5x5. It's fucking brilliant. I love that. It's a new magnetic one. Listen to that. It's really quiet. It's really quiet. It's fucking really good. Oh wow! I ain't got no fucking tiebreakers. Sorry, Eve. Yeah. So anyway, this is what it's going to be. It's Raconteurs News Christmas quiz. You've got 9 minutes. If you want people to get involved, if people want to get involved, get yourselves a pen and a piece of paper, and then the quiz will be starting. I've got my first question all ready for you, and it's a doozy. It's a doozy, and I've researched all this today. I've been sat. My missus thinks I've probably done about 5 hours work on it. So to me, it weren't long. I was just listening to records, and I was doing research and writing shit down, which isn't easy because my hands are a bit fucked. But yeah. And of course, I'm so fucking anusy that I have to use a fucking fountain pen, don't I? Yeah. The funny thing is, I was talking to my daughter earlier on in, I think it was last week, and I said to her, I was asking her what she fancied for Christmas, what she wanted for Christmas, and she, we talked about it, and then she said to me, "What do you want, Dad?" And I said, "Not really what I want." And I said, "But I am partial to a nice fountain pen." And she says, "Well, what? You're partial to a fountain pen? What the fuck's so weird, you fucking idiot?" And I'm thinking, oh my God, what is wrong with kids these days? Jesus Christ, fucking fountain pen. Just because I like to write with a fountain pen. Yeah, Stewie, get yourself a drink. You want to get settled in for this because it could take some time. Because I know I've got I usually do an hour and a half on a Friday. But I'm going to do obviously a lot more than that if we do all these questions, and we'll see how long it takes. And we'll probably have a break in between, a couple of breaks, because I've got a couple of Eve's tracks lined up as well, Eve's songs lined up that we can stick in the middle. So we'll probably have a couple of breaks as well. But get yourself a drink, get yourself a piece of paper and a pen. Get yourself lined up, and if there's 2 of you listening, why don't you like have a piece of paper and a pen each and go against it? Well, not against each other, but compete a little bit. I don't know. We're just having fun. It's fucking Christmas, for God's sake. Let's forget about all fucking shit that's going on in the world. We'll forget about Jimmy's flu, which, by the way, there's fucking loads of it going about. Who were talking to? I said to earlier, somebody had got fucking flu. Can't remember who it were, but somebody else had got flu as well. And I said, it's fucking Jimmy and so. Yeah, lose the skins up. Yeah, we've got that one. Yeah, well, who are it? But there's a lot of it going about. And I hope you're getting all right, Jimmy. Get some honey down you. Suck on a fisherman's friend. I'm sure you can find one. You are in deepest, darkest island. Must be a fisherman somewhere, and even fishermen have friends. Oh. Fucking. A bit fucking hot here. Woo! Reggie Perringaster. Get yourself a lineup. What the fuck? Evening, Gastar. Evening to you.
Evening to everybody who's here. Evening to the people that aren't listening. Sorry, did you hear that? I said evening to the people that aren't listening. That's everybody in fucking world apart from you lot. You lucky people. I mean, what a fucking odds. You've got better odds of winning lottery than you have of coming across this fucking show. It's fucking brilliant, man. You've won lottery, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, now. So good evening to all the people that are listening. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're having as good a time as me. I'm having a great time, me. I'm, master of ceremonies. I'm here. We have got bits of paper everywhere. I've got questions. Why can't we ask questions? Remember that weather? Questions. There's some Raconteurs news ones as well. Questions about Raconteurs news. So your Raconteurs news knowledge will be tested as well. But I've done 29. But like I say, I've got about 5 or 6 pictures. So I'm going to say, who's this? And the pictures of people who have all appeared on Raconteurs news. Everybody who's on the pictures have appeared on Raconteurs news. So every so often there'll be, right, who is this? And there'll be a picture will pop up. And you see, that's probably the best idea because we have to trust each other. Anyway, I might give something away tonight, actually. I've got a cool beer. It's a Monster Go that somebody sent me. It's a Monster Go it's a Monster Go MG365 EDU stickerless. So got a cool beer, I might get that way. We'll think of something. We'll do something. It's fucking Christmas, for God's sake. It's the time for loving and giving and being nice and stuff. Oh, it went a bit funny then. He needs a good woman. I've got a fucking good woman. I hope you're not talking about me. I've got one. I've got one. Raging temperature. Oh, yeah. Jimmy Haggins. That was interesting as well. There was an episode of Raconteurs News with somebody and Jimmy Haggin on. Oh, let me see if I can fucking find it. There were another one, and it was me and Andy, and we were talking to Jimmy Haggin and somebody else, and they got this website. They were doing a blog that they were doing, which was I can't remember, something about Europe anyway. But So you've got 2 minutes left. It's the 2-minute call if you want to play from the start. The beauty of this is you can play from wherever. You know what number you started from, and you can see how many right answers you've got. And it's just about, you might learn things as well. There might be things that you didn't know. And if there are things that you didn't know, then, you're going to then know them. So, it's this is what we should be teaching the kids. Instead, I would be here with a fucking wig on and a pair of tits and a fucking bikini, playing a fucking guitar and talking about strumming myself off, in front of kids. That's what I'd be doing if we were the BBC. But luckily, fortunately, we're not the BBC. We're Raconteurs News, so we can sit here and we can fucking just do a quiz. This is all just in fun. For fun, for everybody. I've written some pages out. Do you know what? I never got round to this, but there is. I'm going to give you a bit of a taste of one of the questions. I never got round to this, but there was going to be an odd one out round picture. So we're going to be 4 pictures. Like they do on. Have I got news for you? They do that odd one out. So we're going to put odd one out, and I'm going to put a picture up of fucking Sanders, someone else, 2 or 3 people, fucking Mark Steele and all sorts of shit, and fucking and say which one's odd one out, and the answer. I forgot question 15. So I thought, right, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that picture up. And the answer I've got is none of the none. The odd one out, none. They're all cunts. So I didn't manage to do that one. So that won't be a question. So there's probably 29 or 8 questions, but there's some pictures to do as well. So let's go then. Let's go with a quiz. Let's start. Question number 1. Let me get my pen. Question 1 is number 28 on my list. And that is, you get a point for each one, okay? So who are the top 3 people in the world up until, let's say, who are the top 3 people in the world that are thought to be lizards? 3 people. There are 3 people that are the top 3. There's loads of people that think people are lizards, but who are the top 3 people who are thought to be lizards? Not the people that think that there are lizards going about, but the people who are thought to be lizards. So there's 3 people. Who's the top 3? Yes, Stewie, eyes down for a full house. Oh, do it, kitty. So who are the top 3 people that are thought to be lizards? They are in the list of people thought to be lizards. Number 3, number 2, and number 1. You get a point for each. So that's 3 points. I think the fucking cartridge is running out. 3 points. That would happen, wouldn't it? So let's now find another one. So question number. Question number 2. Okay, here's a nice easy one just to get you into the groove. If you didn't get 3 out of the 3 of the first one, you might feel a little bit better about this. This is a little bit easier. This is question number 11. I'll just write it in my book that it's question number 11, and it's just for 1 point. And it's a question. This is question number 2 for you, and it is, according to Webby, your gas and what is free? According to Webby, that's Paul Webster, who used to be on Raconteurs News. Your gas and what is free? You see, your gas is free has been shortened. It's a bit of a bastardization of the entire saying. So there you go. That's question number 2. Let me see what I'm going to do for question number 3. And you know something? I've answered a few of these questions earlier on when I was talking. So if you were paying attention, you might get a few of these. Well, not a few. One that I've just seen now. But I said a few like, because you know how we exaggerate, don't we? People on fucking YouTube, they always exaggerate, don't they? Okay, now. Oh, here we go. I know question number. I know what question number 3 is going to be. It's going to be this one. This one. It's on the Apollo mission. Apollo missions, because that's quite a conspiracy. Here we go. It's 23. Hang on, sorry. Oh, it just happens to be question 23 as well. So that might be, someone with numerology skills who's going to come at me and say he's a fucking. Anyway, here's your question. It's number 3 on your list for this evening on the end of year quiz, the conspiracy quiz. Here's the question, how I wrote it out. No women have ever been to the moon, but a number of animals have orbited. 5 mice and 2 what? No women have ever been to the moon, but a number of animals have orbited. 5 mice and 2 what? That's for 1 point. 5 mice and 2 what? There you go. And there we are. That is question number 3. I fucking, you know, where are we going? We're 5 minutes in, aren't we? We're good. We're still all right. We've done fucking plenty of time. There we go. There's going to be some good answers there. Yeah, that is question 3. So number 4 is going to be okay. All right. The 777 bombers allegedly caught a train to London from 3 of the London bombers allegedly caught a train from London into London from which station, from which town? See, that is conspiracy, isn't it? You know, remember that's what the 1 point as well. Remember that is the 777 bombers, and there were 3 of them, I think. 3 out of the 4 were on a train into London from outside of London. So where was the train that they were allegedly caught from? Yeah, I mean, if you know all about 777, that's a fucking piece of piss. And this is a conspiracy quiz, you know. So I did say, didn't I just say that? Okay. Let's see where we're going here. Okay, next we'll go. Question number 5. The opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympic Games depicted which British organisation? The opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympic Games depicted which British organisation? That's 1 point, and a bonus point. And for a bonus point, what British landmark featured in the Beijing Olympics closing ceremony? And what did they do with it? That's another point. Yeah, they're easy, aren't they? That's another point then. Right, let's move on. Let's show you the picture. Right, who is this? This is somebody who has been on Raconteurs News. So I'm going to show you a picture. This is someone who's been on Raconteurs News. Can you name this person? These are all people that have been on Raconteurs News. Can you name that person? There you go. That is that person. Can you name that person? Can you name? Been on Raconteurs News quite a few years ago. You want to listen to that when you find out. Yeah. Jeff Bezos. Fucking hell, I'm not having him on again. So, question 7 on this conspiracy quiz is that one, yeah. Who wrote the book Where Did the Towers Go? Who wrote the book Where Did the Towers Go? I look like a real fucking quiz show, man, don't I? Another easy one for you. Another easy one for 1 point. Who was I arrested for blackmailing in 2004? So who was I supposedly blackmailing, allegedly blackmailing? In 2004, I was arrested for it. It was all over the place. Who was it? It was a footballer, I'll tell you that. Because I've written it down here. Which footballer? It's a footballist. You should all get that. Anybody who knows all about me should get that. Okay, for 1 point as well, who was Prime Minister when the Queen snuffed it this year? Hey, James Owens, stop fucking putting things in chat room, please. No answers in chat room. Thank you very much. I'll time you out next time. Outrageous. Yeah, who was Prime Minister when the Queen snuffed it? Number 10. And it comes between 9 and 11. So September 11th, 2001. Right, we are looking because there's no point otherwise. What day of the week were it? What day of the week was September 11th, 2001? This is our Jim Button. Let's have a look at what you could have won. We're at 10. We're at 10 questions. I think we'll probably go to. Look at this here. Slow down, man. I'm marking $2.06. Sorry, mate. Fucking hell. Sorry. Yeah, you're marking $2.06. Sorry. Yeah. Fucking all over the place, though, aren't they? Spread out all over. Spread out all over. That's why it's taking you so long. Question number 11. Let's have a look which here. Here we go. The infamous island, Epstein Island, is part of which US territory? Infamous island, Epstein Island, is part of which US territory? And for a bonus point, did he kill himself? Jason, you could do bingo on the next show. Yeah, I could, couldn't I? Yeah. I could do bingo on the next show, couldn't I? Right, 11. We'll go up to 20. I've got fucking all these questions. 20. Number 12. fucking tons are here. Fucking hell. Right, okay. I'm going to do this one as two, because there's two questions that are pretty linked in. So if you get these, I'll be impressed if you get these. But there's 3 points on offer. First of all, what number was the last Apollo mission? And secondly, who were the last two people to walk on the moon, allegedly? Who were the last two people? Sorry, who was the last person to walk on the moon? There were two of them, so who technically were the last people to walk on the moon. If you get one of them or both of them, whatever, it's a point for each. So that's 3 points for that question. So you could get 3 points there. Yeah, so that's, yeah. So what number was the last Apollo mission, and who was the last bloke to walk on the moon? There were 2 final ones. You can get one for each, a point for each. Okay. And question 13 is who shot Lee Harvey Oswald? Who shot Lee Harvey Oswald? And for a bonus point, what was his occupation? What was his occupation? So that's a bonus point. So, yeah, that's 13. We're on. We're up to 13. We've got 7 left. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling healthy? Are you feeling great? Are you feeling woo? Yay! Because I'm sat here in the fucking bedroom with a lift behind me and my fucking pushchair with a mouse rat t-shirt on. Fucking, you know, it was the night before Christmas Eve. And all around the house, fuck all was happening. Except for the mouse. Let me just have a quick one. Okay, number 14 is this one. What was the year? What was the year that legend has it Paul McCartney had a car crash and died? What year? Yeah. 1 point for that. What year when Paul McCartney, when he had a hey, Mascara Snake's got a mouse rat t-shirt as well. Brilliant. My missus got me this, just got me it. Mouse rat. Greatest band in the world. Apart from S Club 7, of course, who actually exist, but well, existed. But yeah. Nice one, Mascara Snake. Obviously, we've got really good taste. Really good taste. Right, what we got? 6 left to fucking do. Right, number 15. Jimmy Savile's grave was situated on a hill close to which seaside town before he was exhumed and sent to the depths of hell? So where were Jimmy Savile's grave? Which seaside town was it close to? Yeah, I don't believe it were exhumed either. I think it was fucking in there. I think it's just still in there. I think they've just got rid of Ed Stone, not his head. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? I don't know if he were exhumed. I think he were supposed to be. I think it were all moved. The grave were moved. Don't know whether he were moved or what, because they were buried in concrete, weren't they? Like Diana. So God knows. But anyway, that's 1 point for that one. 1 point. And here we go. Let's have a look. What we got here? All right. Alex Jones was ordered to pay the parents of the Sandy Hook children nearly $1 billion this year. Which state is the school Sandy Hook in? So Alex Jones was ordered to pay the Sandy Hook school parents nearly $1 billion. Which state is Sandy Hook in? Yeah, 1 point for that. Getting near to end now. End the questions anyway. So I'm going to get to end the questions. So when I get to 20, I'm going to play a record, have a smoke, and so you've got time to go over your answers. And then we'll do the answers. And, you know, that's what we do. So let's have a look at this one. Right. Number 14. This is, I don't know how difficult this one is. I don't know if it's fucking whether you know it or not or whatever. But the question how I've written it is, which shill was credited and later known as last man out of the World Trade Center on 9/11? So there, a bloke who went and did a tour, didn't he? He's called his website's Last Man Out. What's his name? And for a bonus point, who did he used to be magician's assistant to? That's a bonus point. In fact, that's a bonus 2 points if you know that one. There's 2 bonus points if you know that one. So if you know him, that's 1 point. If you know who he was an assistant, a magician's assistant to, then you can have two extra points on there. Right, so I've got to find another 3. I told you I did 30. I've got another one here. Oh, let's do another picture. Come on, I ain't done any fucking pictures, have I? Let's do a picture. Do a picture. Picture. Right, so who is who is no, I'm only kidding. I'm joking. That's not really the question. Who is this? Who is that? I told you, everybody who's in the pictures you see, they've been on this show. So that chap there, that fellow there, has been on this show, and he's been on a couple of times actually. So who is that? Ooh. The Neil Sanders one, it was just a joke, that, so forget about Neil Sanders. Which Raconteurs news guest is most commonly referred to as smarmy? Question 19. I'm going to give you another. Do you know what? I'm going to give you another picture. I'm going to give you another picture for question 19. Who is this? Who is that? You see, this is all ways to make you take notice. There you go. So that's it for that comment anyway. But anyway, who is that? And the final question on this evening. Good evening to Paula and Chris Partridge. And see you in there. Good evening. Last question. Let me pick one. A doozy one. A doozy. Let me pick a doozy one. Too fucking hard, that one. All right, okay. Number 20. The sinking of the Titanic in 1912 was suspected to be a way to incorporate what, which subsequently arrived in 1913. So the sinking of the Titanic was done on purpose. For what reason? To incorporate what, which then arrived in 1913. So that one was number 10. Right, no, it was number 20. That's your last question. That's your last question. Whew. Robert is taking this seriously. Everyone should be taking this seriously. So there we go. We have got 20 questions for you, and we're going to have 20 answers for you in just a little while here on Raconteurs News. I'm just going to play a quick little bit of music so I can just get somewhere to wet my whistle and what have you, and go and lay the thing. Then we'll do the answers, and the answers will, and you'll discern the amount of points that you got out of. Let me just see here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 28. So it'll be out of 28. So we'll see how we go along. I'm just going to play a quick record. I need to go to, do stuff as well to the toilet. I don't really want to involve you in. So I'm just going to play. What am I going to play? Yeah, we'll play this one.
I'm gonna have some fun with this one here. Woo-hoo! In the morning, when I wake up, all I want is Mary Joanna. In the evening, when I'm thinking, all I want is Mary Joanna. If you look in my eyes, you will see what I've done. Every minute, every hour of every day. But life is like a smoke. In the end, I'm gonna choke. So all I do is live my life from day to day.
Oh my God, you know you better watch yourself because I know you're waiting on that one. Cause I'm telling you concern. Cause you know the one that I take off away and you let me see you do that run. Run the one that they clean and the one that done. Cause I know you cannot be me now what you wanna do. Cause I'm about to break it down me cause you know you cannot fade me now let you wanna. You better back it down now because I'm telling you what bar, bun bar, can I wonder. Because you know you like the way you put the pick up. Cause I'm telling all you fools what happened. And in a mercy, now what you wanna do. And in a mercy, now what you wanna do. And in a mercy, now what you wanna do. And in a mercy.
If you look in my eyes, you will see what I've done. Every every minute, every hour of every day. But life is like a smoke. In the end, I'm gonna choke. So all I do is live my life from day to day. You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, crease it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, poke it, roach it, smoke it, then you pass it to me. You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, crease it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, poke it, roach it, smoke it, then you pass it to me.
Come on, baby girl, let's get it going on. I'ma hit the highway and do it my way. It ain't no game, girl, so I don't play games. I keep it up straight, right up in your face. So make your mind up, cause life is too short. I got the vest on, boy, put your belt on. Stop acting all cool like Kanye West, boy. You be riding through the wire and the camera get on fire. You don't want that, no, I don't want that, no. This goes out to pimps and chicks, so slow. Hit the backseat when you're doing the licking, kissing, squeezing. Do the damn thing, man.
You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, press it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, poke it, roach it, smoke, marriage, you pass it to me. You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, press it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, poke it, roach it, smoke, marriage, you pass it to me. You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, press it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, poke it, roach it, smoke, marriage, you pass it to me. You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, press it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, poke it, roach it, smoke, marriage, you pass it to me.
There we go. Everyone gets 28 points, right? We all got the questions right. Well, anyway, it don't matter anyway. We're just doing this for fun because it's nearly Christmas. And, you know, we want to be happy, don't we? It's a happy time of year. No matter what. You want it to be a happy time of year. It's probably fucking miserable for most people. It's fucking miserable. And, you know, if you don't like Christmas and whatever, you hope this brings a bit of happiness and a bit of fun into your life. And that's all we can do for each other. So Merry Christmas to you all. And it's the quiz. We've done the quiz. I've done the quiz. I actually sat and wrote out a quiz. And I've done it. I've done 20 questions. I wrote out 30. But I've done 20. I looked back at some and I just thought, oh. Anyways, let's do the answers to the quiz. We got question 1. Have you got your things ready to give you a tick and your points? Question 1 was number fucking 28. Jesus Christ, started off with that. Oh yeah. Who are the top 3 people said to be lizards? A point for each. Of all the people that are said to be lizards, the top 3 are, in order, Katy Perry, Mark Zuckerberg, and Queen Elizabeth. That's 3 points if you got all 3 of those. Katy Perry, Mark Zuckerberg, and Queen Elizabeth, and probably David Icke as well. He's probably 4th. Question 2. So that were 3 points for that. If you got 2 points, if you got 2, or 1 point if you got 1. Number 2 was question 11. See, I fucking confused me, son. This is how I work. That's why nothing ever, because I'm just so confusing. I'm only one that can ever fucking work out what I'm doing. Number 2 is for 1 point. According to Webby, your gas and what is free? The answer is your electricity. You see, it's often misquoted as your gas is free, but the full quote is your gas and electric is free. That's what he used to say back in the day. Going to look back, I was listening today. I did have a look back. So 1 point for that. Question 3, number 23. Okay. No women have ever been to the moon, but a number of animals have orbited. Sorry. 5 mice and 2 what? 2 what? The answer is 2 tortoises. 2 tortoises have orbited the moon. So a 1 point. You only get 1 point for 2 tortoises. Sorry. You don't get a point for each. You just get 1 point for 2 tortoises. If you said 1 tortoise and 1 egg, you get 1. You get no points. Oh, fuck all. Evening, Jimmy. How you doing, mate? Let me just get this quiz done up, and then I'll send you a link, mate. And we'll get you jump on if you're up for it. Well, what are we going now? Number 3. Oh, we got 4, which were 23. See how the math system's fucking great. Right, I've done that. So it's number 4. Question number 4, which was 16. The system's great. This system's just fucking amazing. NASA, you want this system. We're number 16. The train missed by 7 attackers was from which station? It was, of course, Luton Station. Luton Station. Yeah. And on to question 4. Fucking 5. Oh, question 5, 18. Fucking see what I mean? Question 5 was the opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympic Games depicted which British organisation? The answer is, of course, the NHS. And I added on a bonus thing. I don't know whether I was just rambling or not, but I added on a bonus thing if you could get what British landmark was in the closing ceremony at Beijing. And if you remember, that was a bus. It was a London bus, and they blowed it up. So if you got that, then it's an extra point for that. But yeah, point for NHS. 6, who is this? Let me find the fucker. Who is this? That is Tony Farrell. Tony Farrell, former principal intelligence analyst at South Yorkshire Police, wrote. He wrote the police. South Yorkshire Police asked him to write a report as to why they should get. There was any danger to South Yorkshire from terrorism in order to get them some more money, and he said that there weren't none and got sacked. He's been on this show a couple of times. Really interesting bloke, very elusive. Last time I spoke to him, we were in Gibraltar, but there you go, that's Tony Farrell. So there we go. Number 7, question 7. Who wrote the book Where Did the Towers Go? It's already been given away in the chat room loads of times. It's Judy Wood. 1 point for that. Question 8. Fucking 8. No, it can't be. Oh, 13. Fucking hell. 8. Sorry, question 8. I was arrested in 2004 for the alleged blackmail of which footballer? Of course, it was David Beckham. Just 1 point for that. Question 9. Who was the Prime Minister when the Queen snuffed it? That was Liz Truss. Liz Truss, the only thing she did was kill the Queen. God bless her. The Queen, that is, not Liz Truss. Well, not either of them, really. I'm just trying to not get kicked off YouTube. Question 10 was September 11th, 2001 was what day of the week? It was Tuesday. It was a Tuesday. I was born on Tuesday, actually. So Tuesday. It was a Tuesday. In fact, I do remember it because I'd been the best man at a wedding on the weekend before, and then I'd gone away for a week, and then I got back on Sunday. And when we got back home from his holiday, we'd been burgled, and then a couple of days after that, 9/11 happened. So I remember that very vividly. Fucking bad time. This is a 2-part. I put this in 2 parts there. So for 3 points, this is the what number was the last Apollo mission? That was Apollo 17. And who was the last bloke to walk on the moon? There were two of them, Harrison Schmitt and Eugene Cernan. That's interesting, isn't it? Cern, C-E-R-N in first part of Cernan. Eugene Cernan. So Harrison Schmitt and Eugene Cernan, both of them are two of 12 people that have walked on the moon, and they must be thinking to themselves, how the fucking hell, what the fuck more can I do to get famous? Because I'd never heard of them before. I looked this up, but how do you get famous? If you walked on fucking moon, I mean, what else? Yeah, I mean, how are you going to get fucking famous, man? You can't really, can you? Just, but it's all downhill from there. But there you go. Have they walked on the moon? We know the answer to that. Right, who shot Oswald? Number 13, question number 13, and that is 1 point, and it is Jack Ruby. And a bonus point for if you got his occupation, which was nightclub owner. He was a nightclub owner. Jack Ruby owned a nightclub in New Orleans. So he was pretty cool there. Right, well, we're fucking on. This is the thing with this. I don't know where I am. Oh, gosh, right. So 40 will be 29. So that was a great system. What year was the crash that legend has it killed Paul McCartney? That was 1966. 1966 for that one. That was number 14. And question number 15. Jimmy Savile's grave was situated on a hill close to which seaside town before it was removed, stroke exhumed, and that is Scarborough. I might be wrong about that, actually, but I think it were. Robin Hood's Bay in Scarborough, weren't it? I think it were, yeah. Anyway, who gives a fuck? Piece of shit. Alex Jones, question number 16. Alex Jones was ordered to pay Sandy Hook school parents nearly $1 billion. Which state is Sandy Hook in? It is in Connecticut. Connecticut. Have you got that written down? This is fucking great, this. Question 17. Whose system is fucking me head up, man? Especially with a couple of joints inside me. Here we go. Question 17. Which shill was credited and later known as the last man out of the World Trade Center? That's William Rodriguez. And for a bonus point, he was the assistant to which Randi. It was James Randi's assistant. James Randi, who was the biggest debunker of 9/11 conspiracy theories there's ever been. And William Rodriguez just happens to be the last bloke out at the bottom. He was the janitor at the World Trade Center, allegedly. And I've met him as well. I've met him, and I've met a few of them. Anyway, question 18 was a picture round, and it was this one. Let me find him. This one. There you go. That is Dave Von Kleist. Dave Von Kleist. He was he's the bloke who made 9/11 Ripple Effect and 9/11 In Plain Sight. He was the first bloke that really opened me up to all this stuff. The first thing I watched was 9/11 In Plain Sight. So, interesting bloke, and he's been on this show a couple of times. So that's Dave Von Kleist. Hope we got that one. And then there's this one. And who is this? This is Lee Garrett. Nosebleeds, man. Your kids are getting nosebleeds. They never got them before, you know. Before I started, I've been smacking them to try and stop it bleeding, man. But it's not working. It's just making it worse. The 5G. Okay, Jesus Christ. There we go. He's a fucking cunt, is. That's Lee Garrett. And the final question. Okay, yeah, we got. I think we got 2 points for this, didn't we? The sinking of the Titanic in 1912 was suspected to pave the way in incorporating which establishment, which subsequently arrived in 1913. The answer is the Federal Reserve, and the bonus was the sister ship of the Titanic, which was, of course, the Olympic. And some people think they are one in the same. So add your tallies up there. What did you get? Show off in the room. Show off. Tell everybody what you got. There you go, Jimmy. If you want to jump on, mate. Fucking hell, that quiz, that were an interesting quiz. I enjoyed that. Did you enjoy doing that? Only 3 points. Quayan, Olympic, and Sanders. Sanders weren't even an answer. 13, 15, 16. Oh, fucking hell. I like this. This is good. Good scores. 10s, 7s, 16. Nice one, JJ. 15, 13, 16, 10. Spanish chicken 10 as well. What the fuck? Well, listen, there's no fucking wrong with that, mate. If you don't know it, you don't know it. I just thought I'd put it together, and if you don't know it, you now know it, don't you? Epstein Island. Oh, fucking hell, I didn't answer that one, did I? Did I get the answer to that one? Which fucking question was that? Oh, yeah, I did do answer to that, I remember. Yeah. Did he kill himself? No. So the answer, the infamous island, Epstein's Island, is part of which US territory? The answer, the US Virgin Islands. Bonus, did he kill himself? Answer, no. Why was that not fucking on there? Oh, it is, it were. I'm sure I did it. I must have missed it off. Sorry. There you go. So it's the US Virgin Islands, the US Virgin Islands. Yeah. Evening, James.
Good evening, Jason.
How's your show gone on?
Shit, it was hard work. I've been doing them about 7 nights on the trot now, so I'm fucked. So you're right. You can imagine yourself tonight doing this on flying solo. When you're doing it for the most part, 7 nights on the bounce, it's fucking tiring, you know.
It's fucking gonna be, isn't it? Listen, it knackers me out doing one, so I do 2, like, but it still knackers me out. Jimmy's not here tonight as well, so it doubles your workload, and then you're writing. I don't know if you write out for it, but I've written a quiz for it tonight, so I've spent a few hours writing for it. So if you were to do it every fucking night, it is a big effort, but yeah. I don't suppose you do any writing though, do you?
Fuck, I just wing it. I wing it like I've winged everything. Yeah, but especially it's not when you get under attack from fucking angry urbexes as well.
Oh yeah, tell us what's been going on with them.
Somebody related to them. I've not mentioned it on my channel, but tonight they tried to send £107 with a takeaway to me, but I didn't mention it on channel. But I muted the channel. Martin Redding, get Martin Redding up. Martin, jump on. You want to get Martin Redding on as well? He's good copy. But yeah, they've been trying to hack me PayPal. They've been sending Uber links to me and my StreamYard. They was trying to hack me StreamYard. Do you know when you log into your StreamYard and you get a notification code to your phone? Do you get that?
Yeah. Well, when you're logging on a new device, if you've not got it saved, yeah.
Basically, they must have been fucking trying. Basically, I've ruffled some feathers with these fucking knobheads, and urbexes are the kind of people they won't come round your house and give you a good hiding. They'll hide behind a keyboard and fucking them kind of wankers. You know,
you have wound them up, though, haven't you? You have wound them up. And now I'm not fucking. You need to fucking, like I said to you last night. I think you need to fucking make sure everything's secure, and then fucking go to town on the cunts.
Yeah. They're just fucking idiots. You know, they think they're doing something. They're like auditors. They think they're doing some holy work. But I'm not saying there's a few auditors out there who have the good interests, but most auditors have views, sensationalism, and want to go viral for fucking shouting outside Tesco's, or you know what I mean. They want to fucking. They've not got the. Most people who make content on YouTube, you know what I mean. They want views, don't they? Let's be honest with you.
Well, you had one on, didn't you? You had weren't that Deanology on not long ago? I think I saw him on your channel, didn't I?
Well, yeah, Webby's nemesis.
Is right? Is that the bloke that confronted Webby?
Yeah. And to be fair to Webby, Deanology, he's all right. I'll talk to him, but he was out of order, fucking filming the number plates of security officers. You know, all right, you might not like them and all that, but when you're filming people's fucking number plates and putting shit like that online, it's not a good crack, is it? You know what I mean? It's a bit too far.
Well, it's not good crack anyway, is it? Because I mean, what the fuck is he doing? What is he doing? What the fuck is he doing? What does he expect to happen? He's not gone there to film anything other than to get to somebody to come out and say to him, "Can you stop filming?" That's all he's fucking doing. He's not gone there for any other purpose. He might be like, I'm auditing. What are you auditing? Are you auditing what? Fucking how big walls are? Well, they're that big. They're going to be that big for as long as they're fucking that big. And they're not going to fucking change anytime soon. So you can leave now.
It's sensational. It's for their own benefit. It's for getting views, and you monetize your channel. And most of them are just cunts. Most of them are just... if you watch that video where Webby's being reasonable and sound, and he's just being so antagonistic, saying I'm in my rights, don't touch me, get away from me, all this fucking bullshit.
I thought Webby probably fucking could have just left that as it were and just ignored it, and that would have been best. That would have been best for him, because look, that's exactly what that cunt were there for that to happen. Now, if that don't happen, if you just go out, if he's fucking videoing, you get some shit, you can say, well, there's some cunt videoing outside. If you get any shit, with your car or anything like that. And let's face it, most of these people, especially the people who fucking do it, are fucking, they're hiding behind me rights, and it's me, it's me right to do. All right, it's your right to do it, but fucking why, man? It's my fucking right to shit on my back garden, but I don't. You know what I mean? It's just it's not. Just leave it alone. What are you doing it for? If you're doing it for a specific purpose, then fine. If you're uncovering something that's there, but all you're uncovering is people's insecurities, because people are insecure when they see people knocking about who have got recording equipment. Yeah, sensationalism.
That's that. You know what? You can make a well-crafted thing, spend weeks making some project and put it on YouTube, and then you can film two fucking drunks fighting outside the fucking Morrison's, and you know what? The drunks fighting outside Morrison's will probably get 300,000 views, and the really crafted creative project you do, you're lucky if you get 300 views, and that's the way it is, people. And you got to think, is the agenda that is pushing the agenda? The algorithms are pushing the agenda because conflict seems to go. People want to see conflict, so the algorithms push conflict. And
of course they do. They're going to do that, aren't they? Because that pays. Conflict. Everyone loves a good argument. We once had a couple of one of them were a counsellor at one time, Chrissy Morris, and God, what was his name?
Was he a boxer? Was this Chrissy Morris a bit hard, and he was a former boxer? I've heard.
I don't know whether he's a bit hard or a former boxer. I mean, it's irrelevant. But we got him and this other bloke were having an argument, and so they were having this argument on Facebook. And so I said, "Right, I tell you what, Instead of you two going back and forth on Facebook, why don't you come on our show? I'll put a show together. Come on, show, and we can talk about it, right? Our show just went boom. It was about 2 hours before, and we got 250 people in chat room waiting for it to come on, because you know they were arguing, and it was this conflict, and it ended up being a fucking joke. Dinny knows about it. Didn't remember it, but it was a fucking joke, absolute joke. But it got loads of people there, and that's what people want. And while you're looking for that, what you're doing is, if you want more views, and you know, if you want to have that many views, it's like you're depersonalizing yourself from your audience. You've got a personal relationship with your audience. I feel like I've got a personal relationship with my audience. You know.
Yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying. If you had 700 people in chat, you wouldn't be able to be as intimate with them in the chat section. You know what I mean? It was it is what it is, I suppose. You know, but my point is, a lot of these auditors and things like that, they're not out for the good of humanity. They're just out for the fucking selves, and they're monetizing the channels, and you know, and that's all it's about. But they dress it up as fucking like moral crusaders, but they're not. They're just narcissists who can't play a guitar, they can't sing, they can't read poetry, they can't do dance, they can't do fuck all, so they just go in with the camera shithousing. You know what I mean? And that's it. There might be a couple of them, like I said, who have the right intentions, but for the most part, they're just dickheads. You know, that's it.
But who was that bloke who? I mean, I think you were on one of the shows other than that, because I've been watching quite a lot, especially when my missus goes to bed and we turn off whatever we're watching, Parks and Rec or whatever, and I'll stick YouTube on. I can't be arsed with telly anymore. It's just fucking nonsense. I only watch it for live sport, and that's it. And rest of the time we watch it. And so I put you on, like, so I've been watching you for quite a few nights. But there was that bloke. That other night were quite fucking mental. There was that bloke who knew David Icke, who says, I know David Icke personally, because you were getting it beans about him being must be a millionaire and all this sort of shit.
He was. I'm not necessarily a great judge of character, but he came over. He's like one of the big figures of urbexing, apparently. And he's one of like the YouTube gods of urbexing, and he'd heard about that fucking fella who I had to go with. I don't want to even publicise him. That fellow I took the piss out of. He went round to all the other urbexers saying, he's been calling me names. Come on, let's gang up on him. And then loads of them came over. And this fucking sausage came over. I just saw through him. I thought, this fella's a fucking dickhead. He looked a bit sleazy.
You know, for me, he had this, like, when he was sat there, he had like this God complex. Because I remember he said to you, he says, all right, how about I do something and I'll get you another 100 viewers or something like that. And I thought, fucking hell. I'd have just kicked the cunt fucking off. I'd just kicked the fucker off. You know what I mean? I'll get another 100 viewers, and he tweeted some or did something. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? Who the fucking hell's this dick? And he's fucking.
They're just dickheads on YouTube, but it goes to the fucking heads. You turn your computer off on your phone. Who the fuck are they? Nobody's ever fucking heard of them. If you go to the street and say, "Have you heard of such a body?" 9 times out of 10, people do the fuck you on about. You know what I mean? It's just this. It's the thing we're saying with TikTok as well, and it's not real. It's not tangible. You can wear a fucking nappy and dance around, and I'm sure you get millions of followers on TikTok. What does that actually mean? Does it mean you're doing anything fucking worthwhile, anything tangible? It just means you've got viewers for doing. It's like we'll go back to before. Tramps fighting outside Morrison's, or somebody having a shit in the street and somebody films it. That'll get millions of views. You know what I mean? Does that mean because you've got millions of views for doing something fucking base and silly? Does that mean you're an artist? Does that mean you've fucking? No, it just means you're a wanker. You know, people kind of equate fucking lots of views for being talented and things like that, but it's not necessarily true. You know, and it's frustrating for a lot of artists who are creating good content, but takes time and work, and they're getting fuck all back. You get. I spent ages. I spent months on an acting piece, and it got 400 views. Now, that fucking fall when that drunken Urbexer came on my live stream. That live stream's had 1,300 views. You know what I mean? And like I said, you probably watching that now, and there was loads of fucking people watching, and that's it in it, and that's in a nutshell. You know, me and you started going at each other now. Fucking whatever I don't know if any people's watching, but it would skyrocket. It would go up because that's all people want, innit? That's what social media is really.
Well, when he said that, I think you've probably got about 50 people on at time, 50, 55, something like that at the time. And he says, "I'll give you another 100. I'll get you another like this. Oh, I'll get you 100. I'd see if we can get you 100 on."
Well, you know what? I didn't like him.
And it fucking went up to about 80. So we got 30 fucking people on. So this is the influence he's got.
He looked like fucking Colonel fucking Kurtz from Apocalypse Now, like, you know, just another fucking plastic god, you know. And that fella who I fell out with him was wanking himself off because he'd come on me like, "Oh, he's come on, oh, I'm mates with him, oh fucking hell," you know. And he is thinking, "What the fuck? What's wrong with these fucking dickheads?" You know what I mean? Going filming in an abandoned barn or an old fucking pensioner's bungalow who died, and that's interesting. It's fucking weird. It's fucking voyeurism. You know what I mean? It's just fucking just wankers. I'll stand by that.
Listen, Urbexers. Look, I don't know. Some people find it interesting, and I do find if you genuinely went somewhere historic, and you know you were videoing something that nobody's seen, and that has not been done by every fucking single Urbexer that's ever existed that's in that local area. And there's fucking tons of them about. But I can understand. I can understand it. Some people like that sort of thing, but it's it's not really for me. You know, it's looking under my fucking bed. I'd be urbexing under my fucking bed, like, you know. So there's a fucking old Johnny there, and I need to leave it alone because we don't want to interfere with this fucking old Johnny that's under my bed because I'm urbexing.
Well, you know what? At 10 years old, I was urbexing, and probably you was playing in old houses and running through the attics, and like I said in that fucking video, the only people you'd encounter, the only adults as a child playing in old houses you'd encounter were either fucking perverts or tramps or junkies, and you know, you'd run away because you'd go mauling about in an old house, because that's what we used to do back in the day. Before kids don't do that now; they just sit at house with a crash helmet on, playing a fucking tablet. You know what I mean? In case they hurt themselves. You know, but back in the day, we fell into fucking trees and got slashed open and falling on glass, and, you know, just pissing about in old houses, getting nails in your feet and all that. But that's a good one, that. Urbexing crevices, yeah, exploring with arseholes, you know, exploring crevices. And that's about it. That's about right, really. You know, they're a bunch of fucking tossers.
I know an abandoned egg farm. If anybody wants to meet up, a fucking egg farm. Eggs are fucking gone expensive, but yeah, you know, I think we paid £4 for a fucking dozen eggs.
Some of your people won't like this because I've mentioned it TikTok. There's a farmer on TikTok, and he made this particular video, and he said, "Look, there is no shortage of eggs," and he was stood behind a rack of fucking eggs. He goes, "The supermarkets have put the prices up, but they won't pay us anymore." And he said, so the farmers are saying, "Fuck off, then you're not having any eggs." And that's what's going on now, you know.
Fucking mental, innit?
It's weird. It's strange days, isn't it? I mean, after March 2020, it was the Great Reset, because everything we ever knew is gone. You know what I mean? And you look back on them days, in the halcyon days of 2019, think, fucking hell, I was pissed off then, but fucking hell, life was a lot fucking sweeter. You know what I mean? Because it's just gone fucking doolally, hasn't it? You know,
it's all gone doolally. Listen, tonight's show's been sponsored by Elf Freedom UK. Subscribe to that. So, but he's not available. He's listening with his family. I think he's not. Can't help come on because he's listening with his family. So instead of that, could you do an advert for a salve for him, please?
Hi, Jason. My name's Robert, and I'm not really a doctor, but would you like to buy my salve? I make my own salve. It's a CBD salve, and if anyone wants to buy it, contact Jason. Thanks very much. I'm going to fuck one of my bitches now. All right.
Excellent. There you go, salve. So get some salve from Robert, Dr. Robert.
Salve.
Listen, I'm not on commission, so I'm not putting his thing up. You know, he's not getting his commission.
I think he's sacked me now. You know what I mean? So I just go back to begging on my channel. But it's better than fucking begging on a blanket outside Asda in the winter. You can e-beg from the comfort of your fucking living room rather than out sit in a blanket with a paper cup outside fucking Asda, you know.
Yeah, and a dog on a bit of string. You need a dog on a bit of string. Although you could do that in house, couldn't you? You get a little dog on a bit of string, and then you can sit here and beg properly.
Well, my dad once told me a story. I found it funny. I actually used it in a routine, but my dad says that he was outside a shop once, and there was this beggar on the floor with and he had a big pot of money in front of him, and he had a dog. And my dad says, "You're doing all right for yourself there." And he said, "It's not for me, it's for my dog." And my dad says, "Why? Is your dog a pisshead too?" And I thought it was fucking funny, me, like, you know what I mean? But it's true. It's because they use the dogs for fucking. The dogs are sympathy vote, isn't it, most of the time? But thank you for having me on, Jason.
Listen, I'm just gonna invite Martin and Dinty on for like 15 minutes if you want to stick around.
Oh, where is he? Martin will come out. Yeah, Martin's been talking his head off tonight. Should be all right.
I don't know. Well, I can't vouch for fucking Dinty, but it might be all right. It might be. You know what we were last time, don't you?
I know him now. I'm not aware of his.
Everyone has to get to know each other, don't they? Just imagine all people that you fucking didn't get to know because you thought, well, they're a cunt right at the beginning.
Do you not get Uni on anymore? Does Uni Blackstone not come on anymore? Right?
No, he's not. No, it's
say no more. Say no more. Martin, come on for a bit. Is Dinny coming on?
Well, I've invited them to. Anybody wants to come on, just come on for. We'll do. I think we might do. If someone comes on, we'll do fucking 10 or 15 minutes or something. But
so what have you been up to then? Have you spent all day writing your quiz?
Well, I've been writing my quiz, yeah, and I've been fucking about in my little room here because I've sort of got it back. There's a lot of stuff that we've been able to move. I've been able to move a lot of stuff out. Not me, like, you know, I get my last to do it because I'm a cripple. So, but you know, I've moved a lot of stuff out. I've been getting some new cube stuff. All my cubes fucking sorted and that. And
Hi, Dinny.
Oh, hi, folks. Hi, James. Oh, hi, Jason.
Want to buy some salve?
Oh, yeah. You all right, guys?
I'm
all right. I fucking hate Christmas. I can't be bothered with
it.
Listen, anybody wants to jump on. We'll have 10 or 15 minutes fucking moaning about Christmas, and you know, so anybody jump on. It's like end of year. Well, I'm probably not going to do Tuesday because, like, you know. I don't know. Jimmy's not very well, so you know I'd have to write some more stuff and do some more work. So we'll have anybody wants to come on, jump on, and we'll we'll see Christmas in.
Christmas.
Has Jimmy got the big C? I don't mean cancer. I mean, has he got?
No, he's just got flu. He says.
Flu. Oh yeah.
I've got this. I've just had this new cube. This it's a one of them. Fuck knows, but it's and I've been reviewing it today, and it's not very fucking good. My hands aren't sticky enough.
How long did it take you to do cubes, the Rubik's thing? Did you have to learn? Did you learn yourself how to clock one?
No, you have to look at fucking. I only started last year.
Oh really? I thought
I only started it was my New Year's resolution last year were to be able to solve a Rubik's cube. That was my New Year's resolution last year, and now I've solved a 10 by 10, and I've solved all sorts.
Can you play chess?
I can't play chess now.
I'd like to learn to play chess like Andrew Tate. What's your thoughts on Andrew Tate? Have you seen him? The internet. He's like
Is that who beat Piers Morgan at chess?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit of a wanker, isn't he? Really.
You know what? I like him, but he's obviously funded by some intelligence agency.
He's up his own fucking arse, man. He's fucking.
I like him, but he's obviously kind of funded, but he's obviously kind of part of the controlled opposition.
He beat fucking Piers Morgan at chess, so
you don't kind of
must be some sort of cretin.
You don't rise to prominence so fast unless you're approved.
Well, was his father not a world champion or something?
Yeah. He was going to be a world champion as well, but I think he was a champion by age of 5 or something. But his parents split up and he moved to London from America. But I kind of like him, but he's obviously kind of owned. You know, you just don't get yourself out there to that extent unless you're owned. You know. I think. Anyway, so are you, Denny? You all right? Denny? I said Denny then, didn't I?
Oh, yes, I'm okay. Yeah, can't wait to get this behind us and move on.
Are you buying yourself for Christmas?
No, Dad, fucking Robert sent me 2 little jars of it, for folks too.
You missed a trick tonight, Jason. You should have given the prize as a tub of salve. The winner gets a tub of salve.
Salve.
I was watching Robert's show on Wednesday. I nearly threw myself out fucking window.
It looked like Christmas had spewed up on him, didn't it?
When he started fucking playing his piano, I thought, fucking come back, Les Dawson, I'll fucking forgiven line.
I'd love to see him play I'd love to see him play the piano with his dick.
No, did he? You can't say things like that.
His dick covered in salve. I'll stop there.
That fucking Zelensky, he done it.
Anyway, Dinny, are you all set? Are you all set for them ghosts tomorrow night?
No. Well, there's actually Christmas here in Germany. They celebrate the 24th.
Fucking way above his head, that one, didn't it?
What was the question, Jason? Am I all set for
Are you looking for?
Are
you all set for them ghosts tomorrow night?
Ghosts?
Yeah. It's a Dickens joke.
All right, yeah. I'm all set for them. Yeah.
Fucking Jesus Christ! I'm just too fucking intellectual for this platform, aren't I?
Yeah. Christmas future.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
What are you doing, Jimmy or James? Oh, sorry, mate. What are you doing for Sunday?
Fuck all. I don't entertain it. It's I might just smear myself in Robert's salve and roll red carpet on Saturday and Sunday. You know, I'll do a live stream, beg for money. There's lots of things doing there, either.
You made 20 quid out of your salve.
Well, I like it. I've told him to rebrand it, like in an Uncle Ben's type manner, where it'd be Dr. Robert Salve with a picture of his head on, and I think so. Hopefully, I'm helping him get a label, and we're rebranding it, and we're going to go global. Dragon's Den.
A picture of him on it.
Yeah.
Fuck do you want that for?
I think like the Uncle Ben's. Uncle Ben's not fucking rice anymore, is it? Like Dr. Robert Salve. I think it's a good idea.
I was watching that. He sold 4 bottles of it, or 4 little jars of it. And he gave you 5 quid a bottle, he said, or something.
Technically a drug pusher now. That's where it's come to.
It's Paula. How you doing?
I'm doing all right there, my buddies. I just join on and say hello because I missed the beginning. I am sorry.
You're all right. You missed quiz. It was crap anyway.
So it was hanging up me balls. I had balls in me tits. I got balls outside, inside, and I thought I'd just join you because you've got Jimmy looking absolutely gorgeous there.
Oh,
You
stop it. So,
We
hello,
want-
Paula. Hello, Paula. Are you well?
Yeah, I'm still kicking. And you, Diddy, and you, Jason, and hello to the chat. I just thought I'd join and say hello. That's all.
Good evening, Paula.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Paula.
Have I been what?
Have you bought any of Dr. Robert's salve, Paula?
Can't tell you what I've been doing with this salve, otherwise I might get arrested.
I can't. I'm a young man. I get a little embarrassed with all this kind of this mucky talk.
I'm not talking mucky. Your mind is in the gutter, young man.
I was raised on Dick Emery. I'm ill, so I can't help it really.
Well, shit, you are awful, but I do love you, and I'll give you a bloody great shove. Is that right?
No, it's like Dick Emery. You can get away with that now, couldn't you? Be fucking transgender, running on a skateboard.
Oh, it's a load of old bollocks.
And you, I suppose Dick Emery is dressed as women, so it was perhaps he was like the start of the New World Order. With Dick Emery dressed, back in the 70s, it was all unsuspecting what Dick Emery had in mind for us. No,
Well, I don't think it matters what you dress as. Dress what you want. If you want to dress up as a piney cone, if I want to dress up as Moses, who's going to stop me?
No, but when you're pushing it as a lifestyle choice, and
Yeah.
you've got kids listening to drag artists, story time.
Was he the lad who's talking his legs, fucking dress on or something?
Is that Les Dahl?
Dick Everett.
Oh no, that was
Kenny Everett.
Oh, Kenny
Kenny
Everett.
Everett.
Yeah.
Keep me in Spanish. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, guys. How are you?
I tell you what, Jimmy, this man can fucking moan. This man can fucking moan for England.
Fucking worse than
And
me.
he's
Fuck off,
the
Diddy.
best fucking talker of shit that you've ever come across in your entire life.
He's the biggest plumber from Bristol.
Thanks for that accolade, Jason.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend.
I've just come on to say Rob Salve is fantastic. It's healed my hands fantastically. By Rob Salve.
Oh, fuck off, would you?
Martin Redding has said, "I'd rather shag Dick Emery than Eddie Izzard."
Oh, you agree with him totally.
When did fucking Eddie Izzard turn into Pat Butcher?
Pat Butcher's better looking than fucking Eddie Izzard, let's be fair.
He's such a fucking prick, isn't he?
When did that become a fucking option? Anyway,
He's a woman now. Isn't he? Eddie Izzard identifies as a woman, doesn't he?
well, fucking yeah, I know, but fucking Dick Emery's dead.
No.
Oh, the boy started. What was he called, Jimmy? David Bowie. He started with all this women's shit as well, didn't he?
No, that was androgynous, wasn't it? Androgyny, where men and women are the same thing.
I think fucking David Bowie was a better MP though than fucking Eddie Izzard.
He looks fucking weird, Izzard. Definitely weird. Although fair play, he did run all those marathons.
I bet he couldn't fucking do it now.
Not on those fucking high heels.
What an unappropriate fucking surname as well. Izzard, and he dresses up in a fucking dress, puts fucking lipstick and like makeup on.
He wants to clean his fucking teeth. Never mind putting fucking lipstick on. It's like fucking tray of vanillas. And a fucking red one, and have a sneaker set.
Eddie has definitely gone to seed. So Spanish, are you all set for Christmas? Are you all set for the big thing like that? That
I
happens
haven't
this
done
time
a
of year?
thing. The only thing I bought was some of Rob Salve. And I'm being honest. I haven't bought a card. I haven't done anything.
Anybody who doesn't actually know Spanish chicken, if you remember the case a few years ago at Christmas, actually, where the girl in Bristol was murdered and found on Christmas Day, and then they nicked the landlord who looked a bit weird. Well, that landlord is Spanish chicken.
Is it a true story?
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's a true story.
It's a true story, but I am not the bloke.
He's that one. He's that bloke.
He's
He
about
is.
80.
Yeah.
He was a college lecturer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
of
old
course,
too,
yeah.
Spanish.
I ain't that fucking old.
We still.
He's that bloke, I'm telling you.
Show us your
Chad.
pistols, mate.
Joanna Yates.
Yeah, I know the lane that they found the poor girl's body.
There you go. Of course he knows it. He fucking dumped her there, didn't he? Christmas, just before Christmas, gets her out at boot at car, lobs it in. Fucking.
It's a good job I got away with it because that other bloke from, where is it, Belgium or Holland? He's in Nick for
Holland,
it.
yeah.
See, I'm a smooth criminal.
He's doing fucking bird for it, isn't he?
Yeah, probably.
And
Should be
that's,
hanging off a fucking tree somewhere. Should.
And that come to I took a, I didn't know, don't know if you listened, but I took a mother down of a murdered kid down to court on Tuesday night, and he pleaded guilty on Wednesday, just like like I told you.
Yeah, should be hanging out a tree.
And he got
Was that in Sheffield, Jason?
Hey?
Was that in Sheffield?
It was just near where Ady lives, so it's sort of like on Sheffield, South Yorkshire, Derbyshire border. So it was Derbyshire police that took care of it because it's actually in Derbyshire. But yeah, they were in Sheffield schools, and it basically is Sheffield. It's just that's where border runs. So I took mother down on Tuesday night for they thought it was going to take 2 days, but it just took one. And he's been given a whole life sentence with 5 whole life sentences. So
fuck him.
He's not getting out. So at least that's some good news. And you know, when I said things like, you know, just every day, just think, just have it. You know, I know it's difficult and things are hard, but that woman that I took down there was absolutely the epitome of a fucking shattered human being. I've never seen anybody. They were just so shattered. Just seemed so shattered, and you know, it weren't hysterics and things like that. It was just
broken, just a broken person.
You could just tell. So you know, you just have to think. You know. Just have a word with your sense sometimes when you get a little bit down, don't you? So anyway, let's move on because that was not very Christmassy. And let's move on. Let's do last 8 minutes. Paula, what are you doing for Christmas?
Setting fire to anything I can get hold of.
Where are you getting your wood, Paula?
I've been stealing it from the neighbours now.
She's Cornish. You should know that.
Yeah.
They'll steal everything. She'll be waving a lamp on. She'll be waving a lamp on the coast on Christmas Day, trying to get a shipwreck.
I'll be sat there in my mobility scooter waiting for the whiskey barrels to come in.
You're working on Christmas Day, chicken, aren't you?
It's a possibility.
Are you on call yet?
Yeah.
Are you a bog diver? Are you bog diving? You'll be doing that again, won't you? You'll be fucking dumping a body. I might be on call. It depends whether I've got to dump a body. And I can only dump a body if it's fucking snow. So I've got to keep my eye on fucking weather forecasts so that I know when to dump murder in order to be able to dump body in snow.
Looks like I won't be dumping on Christmas Day then. No snow forecast here. All the girls are safe.
Everybody, I'm shattered after doing a 2-hour live stream myself. Good night, everybody. Speak to you all soon anyway. If I don't
Cheers,
speak
Jimmy.
to
Everyone.
to all the Raconteurs.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you.
Cheers, Jim.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy, mate.
Cheers, James.
He's already gone, didn't he? For God's sake. Right, you've got 6 minutes to fill, and then we've done 2 hours, and then
Okay. Let's change the 12 days of Christmas to the 12 moans of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, we'll have a bloody good moan.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell you what then. I'm moaning about how come there's no Christmas. I've watched a bit of TV and there's no fucking Christmas adverts. There used to be like Scalextric adverts and fucking something from Hasbro that, you know, I wanted to buy when I were a kid. It used to be all that, and it's not at the moment. It's just fucking funeral plans. Get one for grandmother for Christmas.
All the councils used to put up Christmas lights through the streets. We got nothing.
Well, it's so bad down
They
here.
still have the Christmas lights in Blackpool.
Don't know. I'm in Bristol.
I didn't call I wouldn't know either.
No, I think what they did is they misread a memo. You know, back in 2020, early 2020, they misread a memo, and due to that, they made an error, which meant that they moved every single bulb had to be 2 meters apart. And so they moved all the bulbs 2 meters apart, and now it's taking years to rectify. So I don't think there's been any for quite a few years.
Used to be huge, man.
Well, down here in Cornwall, down
It's still
Moseley,
the same size.
you've got to book it
But what?
to go down Mosul.
Mosul?
To go in the pub. You got to have a ticket.
No,
to go in
just
the
to go
pub.
and have a look around the damn harbour. You've got to book it and all. But absolute, excuse me, bollocks to that. You can drive somewhere around Nan Garrick for free. Never known nothing like it in my life. Load of old piffle.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm having a right good old moan, me.
Go on, moan then. Moan some more for us. You've got 4 minutes to moan for us, Paula.
Well,
None about things.
I can't get hold of bugger all because I can't go out and ask people to get stuff, and they're coming in with replacements. I've never seen so much, and people think they can buy it. Go in the shop and buy something, and they'll come out happy. I just don't get it. I do not get it. So I'm in a nice good old moan. Can't get hold of my candles. My aloe vera died, and my ash blew everywhere. That's one. Oh, and I broke a nail when I was trying to pick my nose. No, I didn't pick my nose. I was trying to get something out the ground, but I broke it. That's another moan. And apparently, people are stealing turkeys down here.
Do you know, you know when you get mixed up? You know when you get mixed up with digging something out of the ground and picking your nose? I think you might have a bit of a problem there.
Well, it's awful after picking your nose after digging something out the ground.
It is, Paul. I can guarantee. Yeah, those black bogies ain't no good, are they? They just don't roll up the same way.
No, they don't. And when you flick them, they stick to your nail. Not so good.
Well, I always flick them. When I'm in bed, I always flick them so that I can make them ding off of coming off a mirror. So, but CBD always gives me like loads of really dry bogies. I don't know why, but it does.
I
CBD.
fucking eat them.
I know.
Sorry?
We'll ask Rob to make some bogey salve.
You what did you say, Dinny?
I eat them.
Of course you do. You're from fucking Ireland. You don't know where your next meal's coming from, do you?
I fucking love that. I love eating my own bogey.
Dirty bastard.
Oh, stop acting in this as if you didn't eat your own bogies.
I've never ever.
Yeah, bollocks chicken.
Never.
You bollocks chicken. I don't believe you. You've never ever eaten your fucking own bogies. Of course you have. Everyone eats their own bogies. What else are they there for?
I'm picking my nose as we
They're
speak.
not to be eaten. You know when I were a kid, my mother used to say to me, if you pick your nose and eat it, it gives you worms. And that stopped me from fucking picking my nose and eating it. Then when I found out it was bullshit, I fucking started picking my nose even more, digging out all sorts of fucking shit from up there and eating a lot of it. So, there's no fucking, don't tell me, Spanish, that you've never, I've never ever.
Bristol, we never fucking eat my bogies down here. We never eat our bogies in Bristol.
Oh, Bristol, no, fuck that, no.
My sister did, my sister did. I've seen her.
It's got her a minute. Ooh, it's the fucking economic European, isn't it? Europe, there's fucking got the fucking wokies. They've all got us fucking.
Hang on a minute.
It's all in the fucking universities and the colleges.
Hang on a minute. When I was young, I was told if I ate my stew, I'd have hairs on my chest, and it would make my hair curly. I believe that too.
You got a hairy chest, then, Paula?
You want to have a look, Spanish?
Yeah.
Do you know one of my abiding memories, right? And I'm going to tell you this. One of my abiding memories of being in junior school was the first. And I know because I know what school it were, and I only spent 1 year there, and it was my first year in junior school. And one of my abiding memories of that is feeling so jealous. Absolutely fucking thinking, oh my God, how jealous am I of you? because there was this deaf kid in class. And up his fucking schnoz, it was just all bogies. You could see them. They were all fucking tons of them because he was taller than me. So when I looked up, like I could see him, and they were all fucking tons of them, and he never picked them out or did out. And I thought, my God, if I held all them, fucking hell, man, I'd spent 2 days in bed just picking my nose. So, don't tell me we've never done it Spanish.
Never done it, mate.
Ah, shut up, Spanish.
Never done it.
We don't pick our bogies in Bristol.
No, I'm not saying everyone in Bristol doesn't eat their bogies. I'm saying I've never eaten me bogies. I got some strange
So
habits.
what do you do with
Somehow I don't believe you, chicken.
Rolling flick. If I fart in bed, the bed sheet comes
Rolling
straight
and
over my head.
Hang on a minute.
Rolling and flicking's disgusting. You don't know where it's going to land. It could be anywhere. At least when we vet them, we know where they are.
I don't do that in
anybody
I don't do it in a room.
Stuff, anybody else's fucking space. Nobody's going to accidentally fucking tread in it. It's not going to... It's no. We know where ours is. Ours is more responsible way. It turns the bogey into poo. And poo always goes well. Well, you know where it goes. I fucking love poo.
No wonder your leg fell off.
I just don't get it.
Chris says, never jerked himself off either.
I can't see the
Chris.
chat. How do you see the chat?
Well, you put StreamYard on, then you put YouTube back on, but mute it.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Chris, I got one big right arm. And calluses on one hand.
Anyways, I think that's about it. I think I'm about done. I've done fucking more. I've done 2 hours. I've done more than 2 hours. I wasn't even going to do that. We've done this little thing. I'm not going to be on Tuesday. I might do something in between, but have a look out for it. And you know what I mean? Yeah, those that really want to listen will find it. Now you'll find out. I'll find out. I'll do one day a week. I've got into this writing stuff now, sitting and writing stuff. It's fucking, it's like therapeutic. I just put a record on my music centre. It draws me away from, I don't watch TV, I watch TV all day. And just had my music centre and I've just been writing these questions out and doing that sort of thing. So I'm going to be starting doing a little bit more of that. You never know. Next year we might be a little bit more professional. But I think as well, next year is going to be my last year. I'm going to sort of call it a day after next year.
Are you going to retire, Jason?
Yeah, I think so. But I will hand it on. So if anybody wants it, who fucking cares?
Come here. What's up with Jimmy, by the way?
He's got flu, mate. He's got flu. That's all.
Oh, he's all right. If you're listening, Jimmy, all the best, mate.
Man up.
Anyways, thank you, Diddy. Let's have a word from each of the people that were brave enough to come on this evening for the final word for, before Christmas. What would you like to say, Diddy?
I would say happy Christmas to those who enjoy it, and yeah.
Okay.
Happy Christmas to those who enjoy it. I'm not too pushed on Christmas, But all the best, folks, enjoy it.
Excellent. There you go. And Paula, what about you? What's the word on the street where you are? How are you feeling about Christmas, and what would your Christmas message to everyone be?
I'd like to wish everyone Nadalek Loen, which is Cornish for Merry Christmas. For those that you're on your own, I wish that you're safe, warm and happy, if best you can. Those that are with family, I hope you enjoy every moment with your loved ones. And for the Raccoon family, for real, I'd like to thank you for your support, your friendship, the laughter, and long may it continue.
Thank you very much, Paula. And I'm sure everyone wishes the same back to you as well. Spanish.
Yeah, season greetings to everyone. Enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your break, and hope for the best. I think next year's going to be a shitstorm, but there you go.
It's going to be a shitstorm. It's going to be here on Raconteurs News. Wherever we are and whatever we're doing, we'll be here. You'll be able to find us somewhere. Raconteursnews.com is going to be up soon. So is raconteursnews.co.uk. We're going to be doing his own streaming stuff. This is, look, when I say that it's going to be last year, it's going to be last year for me, but it won't be last year at Raconteurs News, because I'm going to make sure it's not. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start fucking working on it, and I'm going to start making it how it should be. I just want everything to be here, so that it's left, so that everyone can still be here when I'm not. So anyway, whatever you're doing this year, this weekend, this Christmas, whatever you want to call it, then I hope you have a very, very happy and peaceful time, and just take a little bit of time for your loved ones, and just take a little bit of care. No, just take notice. I hope you have a peaceful Christmas. Take care, everyone. We'll see you when we see you. Look out for us, because we'll turn up one day when you're not expecting it.